Hey, that was a bit funky, wasn't it? I tell you what. Hello and a very good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Mosby. Thank you for joining us here. It is Friday. We're all very excited about the fact that the weekend is on the horizon and all very excited about the fact that Colour Me Happy is here. Such a great show is this, and one of those shows where I think you're going to learn a lot. If you love your colouring particularly, lots to stay tuned to over the course of the next couple of hours. And it's a really exciting Colour Me Happy actually, because I mean the show's always exciting, but this show particularly for the fact that we have got the launch of your advanced discovery kits. Now I know there's been a lot of chat about these over the last couple of days or so, and if you were watching earlier on this morning on Wake Up Call 2, then you'll be very excited about this. We've got a brilliant collection to bring to you over the course of the next couple of hours, and before we get to that, don't forget also that it is our bonus points weekend, so there's plenty of reasons to shop with us over the course of the next couple of hours, and indeed up until the end of play on Sunday. Just to give you a bit of an idea as to how this all works for you, you shop during this show, you shop during all the shows across the weekend, and look, spend £25, 50 bonus points will be coming your way. Spend £50 or $50, 100 bonus points, or if you spend £75, $75, 150 bonus points. This is brilliant and a great way to get you up that Club Inspire ladder. So get shopping, get filling your baskets. There's also another little Benny bonus coming your way on this brand new collection, which I'll tell you about in just a little bit, but it is stunning. I'll go through it in more details in just a second, but let me introduce you to the lady who's going to be joining me. Well, there's actually two guests on this ship. Well, not two guests, there's two presenters and a guest. More in a minute. Sarah is here to have a look at these advanced discovery kits. Hello, Sarah, you right?
Oh, fantastic. You know it's a big day when it's Sarah
Double
pulls
Sarah.
rank and pulls both of the shows. I tell you what, I have waited so long for this show, okay? So those of you who've been with us over all of lockdown for the last 12 months, you will know we did our discovery kits. So we launched these little taster pack discovery kits last year, and they were off the chart ridiculous. And do you know what it is, Ben? It was the fact that you could learn along with them.
Yeah.
So you want to learn about illustration or graphic design or manga art or colouring 3D mandalas, whatever it is, we had a discovery kit that would teach you everything you needed to know. Now, they were so incredibly popular, but the feedback we had was we want more. That's brilliant as a starter, but we want them to be a bit more advanced. So today we have got launching the world launch of 4 brand new discovery kits. So these will be going into stores across not only the UK and Europe, but actually across the world over the coming months. But these kits, you're getting first dibs at them on here, okay? Now, we have put a bumper bundle kit on of all 4 of these for you if you just have to buy the show, because I know a lot of you who'll be watching are buy the show type of people, or we have all 4 of them available individually if you want to go for them. So we've got the amazing manga art, we've got that fabulous illustration, we've got creative colouring, and then we also have the masterful mandalas with
amazing.
4 of our talented in-house designers. Now, do you want me to show you should we just have a little look at one?
Yeah,
of the
let's
kits
have a quick look. What's inside? Be great to see.
We've got 2 hours, folks. Over the course of the 2 hours, we're going to be meeting the artists. We're going to be doing some advanced colouring. We're going to be looking at every one of the kits in detail. We're going to be seeing some hints and tips from some of the artists that we've got in here. I've got an amazing, and I mean a truly amazing show planned for you. But if I open this up, this one was designed by phenomenal Cara Aldridge.
Yeah.
Those of you like me who follow her on Instagram will be blown away by her artwork. And she has not only hand put together the collection, but all of the education that goes with it. So let me start. There's 3 kind of parts to the kit. There's the markers that you need. Then there is all of her artwork. So let's have a little look. It's a full collection now of artwork though.
Yes.
Full-size prints. And a huge collection printed onto the specialist paper, and these are the ones that she's done all the tutorials for you to be able to see as well. And we'll have a little look at some of them tutorials over the course of the show. Then you get Let's have a little look. We get a step-by-step tutorial specific to this artwork. So can you see we're going to learn how to do the specifics of the colouring. This is what I'm going to work through with you guys over the course of this show. I'm going to follow the tutorial as a beginner colourist, just like you would be at home. But then look, you've got all these instructions. So you're going to learn, for example, about the alcohol markers, about the right type of paper, how the sets are put together, the fine liners and how they play into this, shading tips, how to plan your colours, doing basic shading, blending your colours, layering your colours, colour theory, gradients. You're going to learn all of it over the course of the tutorial booklet that comes with it. Then also, on each one of the sets, for example on Cara's here, on the back of the set, can you see, it shows you all of the artwork that's included, also the instruction book, the fine line nib. So I'm going to be showing you this as we go through, but I just wanted to get one of these sets out and show you, even if you look at these individually, right, $24.99, $34.99, you couldn't buy the markers for the price that we've done the kit for. You get the markers, the art liner, the instruction sheet, that fantastic tutorial book, and all of the artwork. But then also, those of you who actually want to go and follow the amazing Cara on Instagram or on Facebook, and you want to follow the tutorials, this is the kit that she's designed for you to be able to work from.
And it is all there for you, and that kind of replicates itself across the 4 kits that you're going to get. And what I love about this as well is the fact that you have got, you know, maybe if you've got the kids, for example, are wanting to get into art, for example, you've got the comic book heroes version. You know, if you're wanting to kind of get into your mandalas as well, absolutely amazing. And I love the fact that yes, you've got all of the equipment that you need within each of these discovery kits. You've got that step-by-step guide there as well. And of course, the great thing is with these kits too, you've got that the video tutorials via the Spectrum website, and actually with a couple of these particularly, 2 of the guests who feature as the artists on the discovery kits themselves actually came in to the studios here at Crafters TV and did Colour Me Happy shows. So again, the fact is, if you want to go back and learn even more and do shows dedicated almost to the kits that we've got, you can go back and check on our YouTube page for all of those as well, which is absolutely brilliant. The 4 kit today, or all 4 kits, £79 or $110 is the deal on this. So if you go for all 4, all 81 elements, and the brilliant thing about this as well is that you are getting 200 bonus points. 200 bonus points, 50 bonus points each one. You buy the show, 200 bonus points, which is again just a brilliant way for you to move up that Club Inspire table and be saving even more pounds and pennies each and every time that you shop with us. So get involved. If you want to go for these individually, let's give you the details on them. They're $24.99 individually. I think if you've bought these previously, you'll be coming back and getting the advanced kits, or it may well be you think to yourself, oh, actually, well, I'd quite like to go for the mandala one. Maybe, you know, the kids quite like the idea of the comic book one. You can go individually. $24.99 for your adventures in colour with 21 elements in that kit. Again, $34.95 if you're shopping with us in the US. Then if you want to go individually for the mandalas, again, these are just absolutely brilliant. We've got a great video to show you a little bit later on of Baz who came in and did a brilliant couple of hours. It's literally the second day that I was here at Crafters TV. He came in 4th of September last year, and oh my goodness, the creations that he came up with. But the point is, you've got like the instructions from him within the kit to be able to master the art of this and really get to town with your colouring as well. $24.99 or $34.95 for the Masterful Mandalas. Then on top of that, if you want to go for the illustration, the art of illustration, that again individually $24.99 or $34.95. This one the most popular on its own currently, and then the last kit that we've got if you want to go individually is the comic book heroes. You'd be unsurprised to learn that one is my favourite. There's some brilliant imagery in there as well actually, but if you enjoyed the previous sort of manga collection, if you enjoy sort of, you know, those comic book themes, that is definitely the one to go for. They're $24.99, $34.95, but everyone's going for the main collection. Again, because this is great, you know, if you've got like 4 crafters or 4 friends that you know, you can hand these out as gift ideas. But actually, do you know what? If you're just looking at these at great value for money, because you're thinking, well, hang on a minute, look at all the illustrators I'm getting, look at all the classics I'm getting, look at all the art liners I'm getting, just value for money wise to kind of dip your toe in the water with our Spectrum Noir range, these are brilliant. £79 for the whole collection or $110. You're saving $20.96 or $29.95 £9.80. And as I said, if you go for the buy the show, you go for the complete collection, you get another 200 bonus points on top as well. So we are not messing about this evening. A few quick hellos from the likes of Linda, Diane in Tennessee, Carol in North Carolina, Mary Pat's with us from sunny Montana, Sally's in from North Devon, and Lynn says, hi Sarah, Ben, the CTV team and everyone. I'll be coming back to you guys very shortly indeed, because we will be after your input during this show as always. But actually, let's have a little look at a video here, which is with Cara, who is the artist who is with you on the Adventures in Colour collection. And here is a little video of her speaking about the range.
Coloring with only 10 markers. When working with a limited amount of supplies, you have to get creative sometimes. For example, what you just saw was me doing a tip-to-tip blending method where I let some ink flow into another marker, that way I could capture the midtones between the colors. And capturing the midtones allowed for a smooth gradient. Then here I used a base of colorless blender before the color so that the color would blend easily into the white spaces. I did decide later on I wasn't a huge fan of the white space, so I went in with yellow. Then I did the tip-to-tip blending method again on the chisel tips, so that way I could get a nice smooth blend between the yellow and the pink on the fin. With the tail, I layered blue over the purple so I could have a deeper blue. For lighter shapes, you can use the tip-to-tip blending method on the colorless blender, and don't worry, the ink will go back to normal afterwards. Doesn't harm the marker at all. This video goes by so fast, it's so hard to fit everything in, but here's the final result.
These really are phenomenal, absolutely brilliant, and some lovely comments already coming in. Tiffany on YouTube saying, I'm so excited about these new kits. Grab them whilst they're here, Tiffany. Honestly, first time you've seen them here on Crafters TV. We are so excited. Will Dew at the Crafty Crafter. I need these pens. An early birthday present, maybe. Are you asking for me to get them for you, or... Treat yourself, Will. Treat yourself. You should definitely go for it. Lovely Susan Rushton on Facebook saying, looking forward to seeing these discovery kits. I've always wondered about these. Tansy Pansy on YouTube, best pens in the world. And this is great, right? Diane Cup on Facebook saying, I've got all the other discovery kits and I love them. I have to get these. Here's what I want from you guys this evening. If you can, get in touch with us on Facebook and YouTube, because not only is that going to give you the opportunity to win prizes, but let us know if you've had the previous discovery kits. Let us know why you like them. Let us know kind of what you've learned to do with the discovery kits previously, and let us know why you're going to be going for the advanced discovery kits that we've got now. Facebook and YouTube for your comments, and also if you get a chance over the course of the show, if you have used any of the previous kits, send us in your artwork. We'd love to inspire everybody else with all of your artwork. As Sarah says, we've got loads of great videos to show you over the course of this show, loads of great demonstrations as well, but it's always brilliant when you guys can send in your pictures and then we can share your inspiration with everybody else. So definitely do that. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is our email address, and we will show all of your pictures to everybody else. Right, we've had a bit of an unboxing experience where we're going to go into a first little demo, Sarah, aren't we?
We are, and before I do that, what I will say to you is we've specifically only done 4 kits. And
yes.
we did 7 the first time we did the discovery kits, okay? We've taken feedback from you guys, and we've got 4 very, very different looks. So for example, I mean, Nicola's amazing. The comic book one, we've had loads and loads of people buy the first comic discovery kit, and this one is a build on from it.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it repeating what's in there. It is a build on.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, bless me. Right. Snitting straight at my elbow. So you've trained yourselves over the last 12 months. I don't know about you, but I have. So basically you've got Nicola, she did the first discovery kit. This is the step on. So for those of you that bought these for a budding artist coming through in the family, you know, one of the teenage kids, loads of teenage kids love the manga art.
Yeah.
And I think Comic Book Heroes is that step on from the manga art to take it up that next level. Personally, I love Cara's work.
Okay.
Because I like the idea of being able to take my kind of creative colouring up that next notch. So a lot of her work is about layering colour, doing this really off the wall. I'm going to follow her instructions through and do this colouring over the course of the show, just to show you how, as a relative beginner colourist, I can follow the instructions she's got and learn something amazing like she does. Then you've got that amazing one from Tatiana. So the Tatiana one, it's empty. I've took the pens out of here, but you can see within Tatiana's, it's all about the art of the illustration. So this is the one that we generally find is the most popular. We'll be speaking, we've got a clip from Tatiana later on in the show, showing you how to get these sort of layered effects built up here. Again, I'll work through that later in the show. And then the one I know you'll all be going absolute bananas for. In fact, I'll give you a little preview. Oh, you're down on the floor here, right? So this is Baz's advanced mandala colouring one. So we will be touching on with Baz later on the show. But if I just show you the artwork that comes with this one, right? This is the artwork that is coming for you in Baz's collection.
Phenomenal.
So you've got some brand new, fantastic. You've got 9 of them in this set on very, very thick specialist cardstock.
Yes.
Right? So it's the special. Oh, there's Craig started a little bit on that one this morning. And then this last one here. So you've basically got like a bit of a build up, and obviously you've always got the instructions. You've got, look at this, look at how we follow through step by step. I mean, you can go and watch Baz's whole 2-hour show that we did. So you can we'll have a little look from that later. He was with us back in September. Once you've learnt the principles, this kit is perfect for you to build on those principles and learn how to do it. And you can see, shows you this is the artwork, these are the colours that we're getting in here as well.
Yes.
So much for you to work on, Ben. But I'm going to start with Cara's here, right? So let's have a little look. Before you begin, imagine where your light source will be, right? So I'm going to follow my light source coming down from this area, just like she has. Then start building your skin tones with a base layer of TN1.
Okay.
So I've got the TN1, and I'm going to follow. Let me just go, we've got on step 1. So I'm going to follow down exactly what Cara's done. Now, what I love about this artwork is it's the largest size for you to be able to work with. So I can tell you now from personal experience, Ben, I like to be able to have a big area when I'm practicing, right? Once you've nailed it, you can work into some of the smaller areas, but it's brilliant. If you're just quite new at this and you're wanting to learn how to do it, this is the larger artwork for you to work from is absolutely the way to do it. Now, you saw Cara in the video then. We've got another lovely video from Cara later to show you in the show where she explains about layering colour and how you can put your shadows in first by layering up all of that colour. She's going to teach you all of that. And these videos aren't just for in the show, Ben. These are for you to have and then keep coming to time and time again, right? So there we go. So I've followed her step 1.
Yes.
Then you can see, then we're going to, for the very deepest shade, use GB7, right? So I've got my GB7, and then notice what they've done is, she's just come round with the very, very fine edge, added in the detail round here, Ben.
Do you know what? So, I love the fact that you've got kind of like, I know it sounds silly, but you've got the written word and then you've got the pictures to follow as well. So it makes it nice and easy whether you're sort of, you know, following the words or following the pictures. But yeah, how simple is this just to kind of like follow the pictures are so self-explanatory, aren't they? They're brilliant.
Isn't it? And do you know what I love, Ben, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people who are buying these like as presents.
Yes.
What you'll find is, you know, we've designed these basically to sell in art shops.
Yeah.
All around the world for complete beginners if they want to get into colouring, right? Colouring with Crafters Companion, colouring with our Spectrum Noir products.
Yeah.
So these have to be able to work with the instructions just in the kit. Yes, most of us are watching Crafters TV every day, so we don't need to be able to follow instructions in the kit. However, a lot of people don't have that benefit. So what they're doing is they are having to literally learn from the instructions in the kit.
Yeah.
So this is the one where the instructions in the kit will do all of that for you. So I followed, you know, my number 2 looks like Cara's number 2.
It does.
All right so far. Right, here we go. Then you're going to go back in with TN1 to blend it out in circular motions.
Okay.
So all we're going to do is we're going to go over there now with the circular motions, and then I'm going to build it back into the middle. Now she talks to you about how you can build up layers of colour by, you know, you can build up depth in your colour by building up layers. Doesn't have to just be by going over several times. So look at that, we've got like a really rounded out skin now. And then I'm going to do the same little circular motions that she talked about, even though these are different colour families. So Ben, live on a show, I would never pick up 2 different shades like this and blend them from 2 different colour families, but I'm not frightened to do it if it's the way Cara's taught me, because she's the expert who's taught me.
But I love the fact as well that we're seeing you do this, and as you said, you're sort of still learning with your colouring and kind of experience all of these new different kits. So it's great that actually we're sort of watching you learn and follow as we go along. And this is a brilliant example of, because we've had questions already, for example, of like, oh, who are these kind of suitable for? Do I need to be of a certain level to be able to have these kits? I would say don't be put off by the word advanced in the title. It doesn't. I don't think it means advanced as in you need to be, the next level colorist.
More advanced than our last set.
Exactly right. It's more advanced than the last set in the fact that you get more and it's moving on the next level. But as you're seeing here, and I'm following this, and as I always say, if I follow it, it's simple. Look, it's all there in the pictures for you. So it's following, reading the words, making sure that you've got, the right pen in hand, and away you go. So for the people who are saying, who are these for, Sarah? They're for everyone, really, aren't they?
They are. They're for people who want to learn.
Yes.
That's it. They are for people who want to learn. If you are a Cara Aldridge watching, or a Tatiana, or a Nicolette, or Baz, they're not for you.
No.
You don't need to learn. You already know.
Yes.
If you are like the rest of us, and you are hungry to learn more, how fabulous to be able to learn directly from all of these artists themselves. Look at that. So I've managed to get this straight away. Now I've always been good with pale skin tones, never with tanned skin tones like that. And I'm really not good at all. If you look at this one here, I'm really not good when it comes to very, very deep skin tones. So I'm quite excited to learn how to do this really, really deep skin tone in the set. So I've done this one here, and I'm going to do the really deep skin tone. So I'll just follow the instructions through again, Ben.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to kind of take questions as we're going from anybody else who's been, asking questions while
there's lots of lovely comments and some questions coming in. So let's sort of read the comments and ask the questions as we go through as well. So again, just to kind of talk about the quality of the pens within here. Tansy Pans on YouTube saying best pens in the world. So again, great kind of example to you guys. Are thinking how great are these? Well, we've got Tansy Pansy saying the best pens in the world. Tammy Painter Watlington on Facebook saying I want these, get them, is what I would say to you. So this is a good one. So we were talking about these are for everybody. So Sarah W on YouTube wants to know, would the comic book hero set be suitable for a 12-year-old with no experience?
It would be absolutely perfect for that 12-year-old with no experience. In fact, I couldn't think of anything better.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And again, so the brilliant thing is, Sarah, I apologise, is that if you just want to go for that individually, you can do. However, if you're kind of into your colouring yourself or you want to learn, you've got the ability to go for the shop the show. You can keep the 3 other sets, and then you can give the comic book heroes set to your 12-year-old with no experience, who very soon, as you're seeing here, will have lots of experience and will be, colouring in next to no time. These really are great kits to get you started. And as producer Johnny was saying in my ear just a few moments ago, these are kind of like the first step for you, and then you'll find to yourself how good you become with your colouring, and then you'll probably start investing in stamps and dyes like that we had on launch day earlier on, and taking like your colouring to the next level. What about for people so within this set you get 9 sets to colour, don't you? 9 pictures to colour. What about people who are worrying maybe about like starting off on this set? Do you reckon they could start on like a practice bit of paper? Do you know what I mean? People who are worried about making a mistake. I suppose they could go online and download some other images and start there, do you think?
Yes, that's a brilliant idea. Do you know there's loads on the Spectrum Noir website, Ben?
Yeah.
So I would encourage anybody who is completely new at this, go and have a little look. Spectrum Noir website, or start following Spectrum Noir on YouTube and Instagram. And what you'll see is Spectrum Noir is not just for people who want to colour.
Yeah.
It's also for people who want to get into art. So we have a lot of young kids that follow it, that want to learn from there. We have a lot of people who are budding artists and just don't know where to start. So there really is something for everybody on there.
These kits are a great deal, says June on YouTube. Love how these pens blend as well. I just think these are also great for the fact that, you just get a little look into the different pens that we've got within the range of Spectrum Noir 2, easy for me to say. The fact that you get, you sort of mix of your classiques, you've got your illustrators, of course, in there as well. You've got your art liners. So again, it may well be that you get one of these kits, or you go for the whole shop the show, and then you think to yourself, oh, really like working with these classiques or these illustrators are for me. And then you can come back to our website and have a look at the whole range of all the different pens that we've got within Spectrum Noir. I mean, that's a good question as well. With the different pens that we've got in here. So we've got our Classique, we've got our Illustrator. The Illustrator is the one with the sort of the Japanese brush nib on it, isn't it?
Brush nib, yeah. This is the Illustrator pen that I'm using here.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people, a lot of you might have had our Spectrum Noir pens, but never had to go with the Illustrator pens.
Yeah.
And this might be your way of kind of getting started with the Illustrator pens and knowing where to start and how to start and which colours to start with. And with the Illustrators, for a lot of people, it's not a case of buying the whole set of Illustrators. It might be about, you know, which colours do I need to really get myself started? Well, the Discovery kits are going to be the absolute colours that you need. And by the way, folks, each Discovery kit has different colours in.
Yes.
So that you can multi-buy all of them and know that you're not going to be buying multiples. The only time I would ever give you multiples of something is if it was a one that you would benefit from having multiples of. Like a blender pen, for example, would be a good one to have multiples of. Have you noticed what I've done there, Ben? So where is this one? We started with a blank arm and adds a bit of colour. With this one, we started with a tan one arm and then started to add the colour in the same way.
Yep.
So it means that what you end up with is like a... Oh, hang on, I've gone with a darker colour then. Yeah, oh no, that's all right. So it means I'm kind of blending out a lot darker from here. So there we go.
All right, lots of people coming in and sort of saying, oh, you know, they're going to sort of pick and choose, go for one, give it a little try. I think, you know, if you've bought the Discovery kits before, I've no doubt that you'll be jumping in now and you'll be going, I'm going for the lot, because I know how great they are. I want a mixture of them all. I want to get my 200 bonus points, and that's brilliant. But actually, if you are sort of new to this as well, there's nothing wrong with coming in and just picking the kit which you think is kind of most relevant to you, for example. And the fact that there are 4 kits which are so very different. And again, the great thing is, if you just joined us and you're watching this now and you're thinking, oh, hang on a minute, I can't follow what Sarah's doing. It's all there for you, literally. As you see to the side of where Sarah's colouring there, everything is featured within the actual set itself. So you get full instructions. And as Sarah mentioned earlier on, the great thing is with these, there's so much more as far as kind of tutorials and education and information is concerned on the Spectrum Noir website. And particularly with 2 of these, so it was Baz, as we mentioned, back on September the 4th, who came in with the mandalas, which we'll look at in just a little bit. He did a full show, a full 2-hour Colour Me Happy show. So you've got that to go back on YouTube. And Tatiana as well was in on the 7th of August, again, doing a whole show. So if you want to go back and watch those, and of course you can go as far back as that, you can bookmark those on YouTube and use those kind of for further inspiration as well. Lots of love, by the way, for this demonstration, and lots of love for the fact that we're doing bonus points. Jane on YouTube says, this deal will take me up to platinum. Get this,
yes!
Sarah. I've only been with CC for 6 weeks.
I tell you what, that is a good achievement.
That's great shopping, right?
That is absolutely the achievement right there.
Hats off to you, Jane. And EB on YouTube said, I'm getting closer and closer to platinum. Thank you guys for the double points. You are welcome. Bonus points, of course, yes, all across the weekend. So Becky asked this question, can we get the artwork on its own? If buying for kids and teenagers, it would be great if they could have spares. I suppose there's nothing to stop you, or is there? Like if you wanted to kind of, you know, copy these out?
I don't know. I should. I will check that with our team.
Okay.
I will check that and see if it's possible for us to make the artwork available kind of individually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be quite nice. But as I say, you know, it may well be. You've got like 9 images, for example, within this collection. If you decide to yourself that you want to make sure that these are absolutely perfect before you start, there's nothing to stop you from going to our website and downloading some of the images that we've got there and having a bit of a practice, or, you know, picking some pictures elsewhere, you know, off the internet, for example, and having a bit of a practice. There's nothing to stop you. But I actually think, as we're watching Sarah doing this now, making a brilliant job of this, you'll follow it really simply because it's so straightforward with the pictures that you've got within the instruction booklet.
Isn't that lovely?
That's brilliant.
And I've followed that straight from that set there. Oh, do you know what I want to try?
Yeah.
What I saw her doing in the video, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you know she was picking up a little bit of the pink off the nib of the darker one. And then she was blending around. Oh, it was on the cheek, wasn't it? Look at that. Oh. There we go. So I've given her a little bit of a pink cheek, and then I'm going to do the same again. I'm just going to pick the colour up straight onto here.
Yeah.
And I think she did a little bit on the shoulder, didn't she? And you can put a little bit of a shade of pink on the shoulder. There you go. See, I'm picking up tips. And do you know what? We're going to check back in with some of the artists throughout the course of the show. So you haven't just got me for the hour, you've got me, and we're checking in with our resident expert artists as we're going.
We certainly will be. These are brilliant, right? First time you've seen them here on Crafters TV. If you want to go for the collection that we're looking at now, details on your screen. So this is the Adventures in Colour collection, 21 elements. And again, it's great, isn't it, to have a good look inside, have a look at the instruction booklet, see how easy it is to work with these. $24.99, $34.95. And again, you don't have to worry and think to yourself, oh, what colours do I need? How does it all work? It's all in there for you. All the colours that you need, all the classics or the relevant illustrators are in there for you. So it's just a case of you opening up that instruction booklet and enjoying each and every one of these kits. Now, loads of these, as we know, are going individually. Lots of you are kind of picking and choosing, which is brilliant. Absolutely. We love to make sure that we've got something for each and every pocket. However, there are a lot of you I know going, do you know what? I've had these before. We had the first kit. We've got to go for the full collection. And that's the way to do it as far as I'm concerned. This is the Shop the Show. So you get all 4 of the kits that you're seeing here. Launched as of half an hour ago. 10% of that launch stock has already gone. You get a little bit of everything here, which I absolutely love. Particularly for me, certainly got my eye on the masterful mandalas at the end there. Honestly, it was one of the first shows that I'd seen here at Crafters TV when Baz arrived, and unbelievable some of his artwork. But the thing is, you look at the front cover here, this is the kind of thing that you will be able to achieve when you've got these discovery kits. And I also love the look of the comic book heroes as well, which I know is proving very popular on its own. However, all 4 of these are available for $79 or $110, saving $70.96 or $29.80. Take your discount off that wherever you are within Club Inspire. $63.20 if you're platinum, or $88.80 if you're shopping with us in the States. And also on us, because you're going on a Shop the Show, have 200 bonus points on top of the points that you're already getting, of course, which is amazing. So many reasons to shop the show and buy this deal. Remember, now over 10% of the stock has gone. What I will say to you is get your baskets and your carts checked out now, so then you can sit back and enjoy all of the demos which are coming up over the course of the next hour and 25 minutes. And let's give you time to check out your baskets whilst we show you this. Have a look. So pleased that you are enjoying these kits. It puts a smile on my face. I love the kit, says Nancy on YouTube. I have 4 of the first group. They are awesome. I know I mentioned this just a few moments ago, but remember, keep sending in your comments. We love to know what you love about these discovery kits, what you're looking forward to with these advanced discovery kits. And if you do get a chance to, send in your pictures of the artwork that you have been working with, because we would love to see that, and just basically share with everybody how much fun you've had using these kits. Donna Sunshine, I love that, on YouTube, just saying, I have a couple of the first kits. I think this is a brilliant idea, fantastic for teaching, absolutely. Now, if you're going for the Shop the Show, you get all 4 of the kits as we've talked about. The one which may well have caught your eye, and it has certainly caught my eye, it's down here. It's this one here, the masterful mandalas. And I still remember this day now because he was such an inspiration, was Baz. The second day that I was here at Crafters TV for a Colour Me Happy show, Baz strolled in and banged out a 2-hour Colour Me Happy, showing you how to create these masterful mandalas. And the great thing is, you've got kind of all of his experience and hints and tips within this advanced discovery kit. He was brilliant, wasn't he, Sarah?
Any of you who follow him on Facebook and Instagram and see all of his ideas, you'll understand it. So it's all about the way he teaches. So on the show, you can go back and watch that show on the 4th of September. Here he was, right? So he shows you that you start with his original artwork and then you use the fine liners to build up some of that extra detail. Then you're starting off with all of the pens. So he's going to show you with the markers how you can start and build up those techniques. And you're starting, and basically it's all about finding the light source and then building and making them 3D by blending the different shades as you go around. And it's all about having them right pens. Oh, I remember doing that middle bit with him. It's never going to look right, it's never going to look right. And it did. By the time we finished, you see he had his little light switch on. And mine looked just like Baz's, and honestly I could not have been more beyond thrilled when we both finished a piece of artwork like that than you would believe. And the thing is, what he's done now is worked out how to take it to that next level.
Yeah.
So that kit here, this is the kit that Baz has put together with us this time. We've got fabulous brand new masterful mandala artwork in here. And then also you can see there just how 3D they are when you look at them, right? And then when we open this up, what you'll see is you get a selection, so you're getting 6 of the tri-blend markers in here. Then with the art liners, you've got 2 different thicknesses. So you've got the 0.3mm and the 0.1mm, which we're going to be using over the course of the presentation, right? Then here is the artwork. So can you see you've got all these different types of mandalas?
Yes.
But they're all
That one.
mandalas that have been designed for you to be able to 3D up as you're working with them.
Wow.
This is my favourite one. This is the one I'm going to... Oh, I do like this one as well.
That's
mine.
nice, yeah.
Right, go on, then we'll work with that one. Oh, we might... this...
Oh,
yes. This is going to be nice. Right. And
That
this
one.
is the thing, right? There's the one that Craig started this morning. You can... This would be a brilliant one to start with. In fact, do you want me to... Oh no, I'm going to start with the one. I'm going to start with that, right?
Which one? That one?
I'm going to start with the one that I said I was
Yeah.
going to start with, right?
Okay.
Because I want you to see. I was just thinking this might be some bigger open spaces, so we might get... Yeah, I'll do this because the camera might be able to see it a little bit easier, okay?
Okay.
Now, in each one, you get all of the instructions, right, for how the pens work. And then you get, so for example, he's Baz's step-by-step tutorial. He's going to talk you through step-by-step how to put this together and how to build up the 3D layer. But remember, this is all supported by all of these online videos that you can go and watch through as well. So what I'm going to do is, and you're going to, I really hope you've had a lot of comments come in this is it.
This will be you gone now, will it?
This is me gone, right? So, and I did understand. So say we assume the light source is coming from the top, right? What you're going to do is we're going to start with the lightest bits and work outwards. Now, he first of all tells you about thickening the line. So you've got the 0.1 and the 0.3. Now, if you're taking your time, what you should be doing is going over, actually, let's go over the one that I was going to, because then that's the exact one that he's got in the picture. And then we can follow the picture, right?
So I love the fact you've got the little light on the picture to show you where the light source is coming from. Yeah. Brilliant.
So can you see what he does is, for example, this part here, you're going to take this and you're going to go over it with the 0.1, right? And the great thing about the fine liners is you can colour them because they're like a specialist pen. They're like a specialist pen to be able to walk with. Then you come in with the slightly thicker one, and can you see you can go over and you can thicken that line with the thicker one down the edge here, Ben?
Yes. By the way, we're almost at 20% of the masterful mandalas already gone individually. As I say, I love the fact that loads of you going for the shop to show, loads of you going for the individuals as well, which I think in my little mind means we've got loads of people who've bought before, who know how great these are, and we've got lots of new people perhaps who haven't bought before, who just want to give it a little bit of a go, which is absolutely brilliant. This is what this is all about.
It's ideal, isn't it? I just know, one of my friends texted me the other day and she's like, Sarah, I've been watching these Colour Me Happy shows and my nephew really wants to get into colouring.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to get him started. What would you say? And I was like, how old is he? Have a look at this Discovery Kit section on our website and I think choose one of these. And she came back and she said he was absolutely thrilled. She's like, it's the best money I've spent ever on a present for him. And her sister-in-law was so thrilled that she'd bought something so useful and productive and meaningful. So can you see, all I'm trying to do is show you how you kind of start off by building this up. This was my 0.1. Let's go in a little bit more with the 0.3. This is how you get them to look really thick and 3D. And what I would say is, if you go back and watch that show, it's 2 hours with Baz. But I would do it once you've got this kit because you can craft along at the same time. Now, if I just show you how this works, right? So if I get, and these are all pens that are designed to work. So magenta, oh my word, I love a bit of magenta. I just say it's like one of my favourite colours to colour with.
Oh,
right?
I didn't know that.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the dark one around here.
Yes.
And this is what I mean when I say, can you see we can colour right up to that fine liner and it's not going to be affected at all. So you've got the dark, then we jump into the mid, right, and we're coming round into the mid.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to come right down the edge with the light. So I've got that 3-tone shade into my 3D effect like that.
Perfect.
Can you see?
Yeah.
And then if you want to kind of blend that through, I'm looking then, I'm thinking I want to just blend that through, the medium into the dark a little bit more. This is when you would go over. And if you want to deepen up, you could always do the trick that Cara taught us on the last one,
Yeah.
is build up another layer of colour here. And that's what Baz was really good at teaching me. So he said, put your colour where you want the depth in first. So let's go and put them in. I'll put a couple of these in around here. All right, so I'll do a third one here, and then I think I'll put the fourth one in. And then you're giving that time to do a little bit of drying. So we'll leave that for a few seconds, right?
Okay.
I'll come in with the next shade. So let's do a little bit of blue around this one now. Let's do exactly the same. So I'm going to take in the same place where we had the darker one. And mandalas, I don't know about you, but it's a brilliant starting point. People who are wanting to just do colouring for mindfulness.
Yep.
So they're not really into crafts, but they're just wanting some craft to kind of get started with.
No,
mandalas are the place to do.
No word of a lie. My sister is not a crafter, but she has a book like this of mandalas, and she does it exactly for that reason. She carries it around in a bag with her, and whenever she just needs a bit of time, a bit of clear the old head, bit of mindfulness, out comes the colouring book, out comes the mandalas, and that's exactly what she uses it for. And the great thing about these particularly as well is they're so super impressive, aren't they? Like once you finish them, like such a super impressive piece of artwork.
Yes.
That you could achieve, and again, you look like an absolute pro straight off the bat. Just a quick question from Gilmore, which is a good question actually. The tri-blend markers that we get, or the marker pens that we get within the sets, so the classics and the illustrators and all these different things, and the tri-blend markers, obviously. Are these pens separate to these kits, or do you know what I'm trying to say? Are these new colours, or are these colours that have been picked specifically from the ranges?
We have made a commitment to not do endless amounts of colours so that you guys can buy the collection and know that you're working with it.
Right.
So in these kits, you basically, if you are someone who wants every single colour of every single marker that we do, yes, you will end up with some repeats, but these are the colours that you're going to be using the most, bear in mind. So there's kind of a little bit of method to the madness there.
Yeah.
Because they are pens, they will run out the more that you use them. And I think it's brilliant to have the colours. We haven't just put random colours in here. The colours are specifically chosen for a reason, but knowing that there'll be people who are just getting into craft and people who do a lot of crafting with our products having these.
I love this comment. There's so many comments coming in. Crafty Asia just saying, Spectrum Noir website, what an eye-opener. Some fantastic tips and techniques here. Donna Sunshine, on YouTube. Donna, I love that, Donna Sunshine. Donna Sunshine and Mandy Doodlehands, my two favourite names. I love how excited Sarah gets about colouring. Well, I love the fact it's because obviously Sarah's saying she's always learning as a colourist as well, so it's all like that sort of learning curve, and watching Sarah learn live on Crafters TV is amazing. And I also love this comment as well from Gwenda G on YouTube. He says, my 13-year-old niece wants to be an art teacher when she's older. I think these kits would be a great start for her career.
100%.
Yes.
Because what we need to be doing is we need to be encouraging kids to get into art.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know I do loads with my kids. We do more colouring in than we do anything else in our house. Both of them are absolutely obsessive colourers. They love it. And I think it's so mindful. Oh, our little Oliver, I'll have to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
He's made himself a mindfulness corner.
Oh, has he?
Oh, they must have been doing about it at school, and after they've come, because if you're watching over in the US, the kids have just come back to school recently in the UK, and so every day I notice they've got stuff they're talking about mindfulness an awful lot. And he came home and he took himself off until he's made a little mindfulness corner, and he's put his pens in there. Oh, honestly, it's wonderful, isn't it? Do you know, isn't it brilliant that schools are talking about all this sort of stuff?
Well,
now? They would never done that back when I was a kid.
Like mindfulness monitors and stuff. I can't think of the exact name of them, but I know a lot of the primary schools do them. And at Daisy School, they have they're sort of like mindfulness champions whose job it is, to make sure that everybody's fine and sort of checking everybody's mental health and stuff. And it is absolutely brilliant that they're sort of, taking care of that. I was just going to say with your boys as well, because I know that they're already into their Spectrum Noir pens. I bet would they be after the comic book heroes, wouldn't they? Do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Our Oliver A7.
Yeah.
It's all about the comic books.
Yes.
In fact, I think we're going to have to take some back. I think I'm going to have to take one of these home for him to try. Thankfully, he won't be up tonight because it's past his bedtime now. The new time for Colour Me Happy. But I think how wonderful they'll be able to do this. Just so you know what I'm doing, Ben, each time, right? I'm putting a little bit of the darkest shade down, just a little bit, so that then when I come over for the second layer, it builds up a little bit of depth. So I'm letting that settle a little bit, in case you were wondering what I was doing. And then I'm going to come exactly the same down here. So.
Jeffrey just saying, Ben, you need to bring these home to your crafty kids. Absolutely, or crafty kid. I would say, like Daisy, very much into everything. So kind of building up my crafty stash at home, as a lot of you will know. But here's the funny thing, Sarah, because George, so he's nearly 13, is my son, and he's very much into video games. Doesn't want to get involved in anything else. I had a message from my wife in between shows saying you will not recognise your son when you come home this weekend. Apparently, I don't know what started all of this. Video games are no more. He said he wants to learn to cook and bake this weekend.
No way.
Apparently, he's had this bit of epiphany that video games are boring and he wants to learn to do the stuff that Daisy's doing. So apparently we're cooking and baking this weekend. So you never know. We might get him crafting.
That's amazing.
How cool is that?
Oh, do you know, I'm so thrilled. That's going to be brilliant.
I know. I don't know what's happened, but yeah, normally you can't get him off his video screen playing away on his PlayStation. But no, we're going to be crafting this weekend, so I shall look forward to that.
Well, I think you should take some of these discovery kits home and get him to have a go with them.
Oh, I'd love that idea.
Yeah.
We should still definitely do that at some point. I know we keep chatting about this, but maybe when the world opens up again, get the kids in, maybe on Wake Up Call or something with Craig and.
Did you not see how Charlie make his debut this morning?
No, but I mean getting them
Get them actually in.
Yeah, get them actually in.
Yeah, do you know what? We'll have to see if we can pull that up and play that again later. Our Charlie on Wake Up Call this morning. It was so cute.
Did he know that he was going on?
He had absolutely no idea.
Oh, fine.
None whatsoever. Otherwise, he wouldn't know. To be honest, he didn't really. He understood that someone was there filming him, but he didn't really understand what we were going to do with that. Otherwise, he would never have agreed. At one point, I tried to get him to talk to the camera and say, "Hello, my name's Charlie," and that, and he just stood behind me going, "You tell them, mummy." So he wasn't having any of that.
The thing is, it's best not to tell him. When I used to be on the radio, I used to do some features, kids say the funniest things and all that kind of stuff. And I got my two involved in that. And when they found out what it was actually for, they both wanted extra pocket money.
Well, I tell you what, I'm impressed with the entrepreneurialism of them kids, Ben. You've trained them well. You might not have been pleased at the time, but trust me, you'll be thankful of it later.
It's so great to see as well. Loads of you are just chatting about how you are ordering Panda Crafts on YouTube. I've just ordered my daughter the comic book set for her Easter present. That is brilliant. Love that idea.
Oh, yes, what a brilliant Easter present. Don't buy them chocolate. No, get them a set of these pens.
Yes.
Much more useful.
Exactly. Much more mindful, and it won't rot their teeth either. Faye just saying, loved the first Discovery kits. I'll be getting all of these too. And I had the manga and mandala set, says Jean Marie Penny on Facebook, from the first kits. Absolutely loved Baz's work. Had to have this one. How did that all come about though? Because obviously, Baz is the guy you're going to find out more about in this mandala kit.
He's a prison officer, you know.
Oh, I did know that, yeah.
Yeah, he's a prison officer. So, and he does mandalas, because as you can imagine, he's probably got a pretty stressful job.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So he does mandalas for just to wind down and have a bit of me time, as it was. And I think, how wonderful that this is kind of what he's gotten into, as it was. And now we benefit. Yeah, we just saw him literally on. We noticed his artwork there on YouTube, as it was, and so we decided to approach him and see if he wanted to work with us on developing a Discovery kit.
You definitely need to. If you're going for this this kit, then you definitely need to trek back on YouTube to the 4th of September. To watch the show. Oh, there you go. I knew you guys would do this. So we've got our crafters apparently sharing in the comments the actual link to that show. So there you go. You don't even have to go back and find it, because we've got lots of our lovely crafters doing that for you as well. This is specifically the mandala kit. Karen just saying, what are mandalas?
These are
What are these?
Karen.
one of these that we're showing you here, and you get 9 again within this this collection. So, and the great thing is, because somebody was asking, who was it was asking? Gwenda was asking, does the instruction book have step-by-step guide for each of the designs in the kit? So you get like your main design, don't you? You get the instruction and all the detail on, and then you get further designs, because by that point, I think you'll be yeah, exactly. You'll have got the hang of it, and you'll be doing it for yourself.
Yeah, totally. What you'll find is when you start and do it a little bit more,
Yeah.
they all follow the same principle. So you only need to learn once. And the idea is this is supposed to be mindful. So you're supposed to be able to switch off and do your own thing. It's not about, being mindful is not about always following instructions. It's about being able to lose yourself a little bit. And that's why the mandalas are so perfect for the mindfulness, because you can just, and it's repetitive. So if you notice, I'm doing the same thing over and over on each one. It's very, very repetitive. That's what's really enjoyable about it. It's like when I crochet, you know, and I'm brilliant at crocheting like my little rainbows.
Yeah.
And I can follow that round. And once I've learnt the pattern, I'm just keeping going over and over.
And that makes it nice with the fact that it's the kind of thing that you can just do a little bit of and then come back to. If you want to sit down and make an afternoon of this, because it would be an afternoon, wouldn't it? You know, a good few hours potentially of, you know, having fun. Or it could well be, you think to yourself, well, actually, stressful day at work, I'll come back and do half an hour tonight. And then you can do some more the next night, and so on and so forth. And you can complete, you know, the first project, for example, over a number of nights.
That is absolutely the idea with this sort of thing. Is it's not about completing a project. It's about the joy of the journey.
Yes.
Not the destination.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's very.
I don't know if that's the real same, but you know.
I know what you mean. That sounded very wise there, Sarah.
Yes, it is very, very wise, isn't it? Thank
Yes.
you. I'll absolutely take that one. So, I mean, yes, to be honest, I mean, I'm not going to do too much more on this, Ben, because I want to get through all the kits. I'm conscious that we're almost at the halfway point, and I've got 4 kits to show you, and we've only got through 2 of them. But, you know, I'm pacing myself. I'm pacing myself really, really well.
You are.
So,
and actually, for a Colour Me Happy show, I can't believe the level of interaction that I'm getting with you. Because normally you're chatting away, then you fire a question over at Sarah and there's silence because she's gone.
Yeah,
she's in that colouring coma, and you're like, hello. Oh, what? I was just in the colouring coma. So yeah, it's brilliant. Loving the fact that
or he gets his clear instruction, and that means I can't talk now. Off you go. But isn't it lovely how it's starting to look really three-dimensional? And the thing is, you're going to build up. So it talks you through this, and then it talks you through step 2, step 3, how you can build up as you're going round 4 and 5 and building up that colour. But honestly, what I do, folks, is I would go and watch Baz's 2-hour Colour Me Happy. That's why we do these shows, to provide all the education that goes with all of these kids. Now, Patricia shared it on Facebook in the comments, and I'm sure if someone hasn't already, somebody will do that on YouTube as well. As soon as you got that, once you get the kits home, go back and watch that. You'll learn the principle, you follow the principle with each one of the mandalas. I'll show you the different mandalas that you've got to gain on this one, right? So here we go. We've got, I don't know the names of them, so they're just different styles of mandalas. That will be a brilliant one to start with, a nice easy one. And I've got them upside down, there we go. I love the thought of doing it. I'm just desperate to get these home and do them, if I'm really honest. It's like the most fantastically advanced colouring book you've ever had in your life, isn't it? And they're all on this really, really thick, it's almost like a board, because I want you to be able to colour through it. This is wonderful to colour. I've seen his finished artwork piece on this. Just looks amazing. And also go and follow Baz on YouTube, go and follow him on Instagram, on Facebook, get all the ideas, and you've got the kit. And these artists will be constantly, you know, re-energising you with new ideas, but once you've got their kit, you've got their kit. You've got everything you need to get going.
There's loads of lovely comments coming in. Just to chat quickly, because Victoria, I think, may well have just joined us and is asking, what is the difference between these kits and the previous ones? Because Victoria has the other one. So just to explain how these are different to the previous kits.
Yes, so for any of you who missed at the beginning of the show, what I explained was, when we did the Discovery kits, and it was around about this time last year, they were an absolute runaway success because it was brilliant. What I learned is, Ben, people don't just want the pens. They want to know what to do with them. And it's all right me showing you, but I'm just on that same colouring journey that you are. There are some phenomenal artists out there that we work with within our business, within Spectrum Noir. Spectrum Noir is one of our Crafters Companion brands. That's our colouring brand. So what we've done is we've teamed up with some of of the biggest artists from around the world that we work with, and we've tapped into their area of expertise. So with Baz, it's mandalas. With Tatiana, it's illustration. With Nicola Chow, it's the artwork that, like the, what do we call it?
Like the manga.
It's comic book heroes, but I know it as manga. You know, I always think of manga like this. It's that Japanese, beautiful Japanese colouring, okay? So we've teamed up with different artists who do different styles in different areas, and they put together these discovery kits to get people started on that journey. So many people want to get into manga colouring, don't know where to get started. Want to get into mandalas and 3D mandalas, no idea where to get started. The kits were the starting point. So successful, this is like the stage 2. So this is where, you know, if you want, you don't just want to spend a tenner on you know, I mean, the kits were like £12.99, they were $14.99, $16.99. You don't just want to spend $10, $15 on the markers and then some tutorials. You want to go that next level. So these at £25, $35 each are giving you like $30, $40 worth of markers to get you started, and all the instructions and the support and things to colour and all the education that goes behind them. And these are literally all over the world. These are placing in art stores and craft stores and generic, like kind of supermarkets where you would just pick up craft, you know, you wouldn't necessarily pick up craft stuff. It's like giftables and people getting started, because colouring is so entry level. So it's a brilliant starting point for everyone. But because we love you guys the most in the whole world, first look at them, first dibs on them is right here on Crafters TV.
And I tell you what, just again, it's great, isn't it? Because we're going to wax lyrical about these kits. We absolutely love them. But check the comments. Whether you're watching on Facebook or whether you're watching on YouTube, see what everyone else is saying. There's so many lovely comments coming in, and I know we've got some pictures coming into the show as well, which we'll share with you in just a little while as well. But Robin, for example, has said the step by steps. So helpful. The images in the kits are great. I'm new to colouring and I've just got a kit. I can't wait to try it out. And that's what it is all about. And again, as we said earlier on, don't worry about the advanced label here. It's just kind of saying to you that it's the next set along. But as you've seen with like the step-by-step instructions that you get with each of these kits, it's really, really achievable for everybody. You've got a little bit of everything. You've got all of the pens that you need. You've got, you know, the classics, the illustrators, the art liners. You've got all of the artwork for you to get going with as well. So whether you decide to plump for the whole collection, which I know lots of you are doing, then that's a great shop. Again, you get a little bit of everything, and it may well be like we've heard. You know what? We've got more experienced colorists, for example. Maybe that is your kind of like craft of choice, and you are getting some of these because you know what, you kind of just want to hone up on your mandalas, or you want to kind of, you know, hone up a little bit more on your illustration. But then you've got kids as well who are getting into their art, like we've heard about, you know, kids already sort of saying, oh, I want to be an art teacher, or, you know, I want to get going with the comic book. The great thing is you've got a little bit of everybody. So again, this is another great kit to get the kids colouring, get the grandkids colouring, get them away from the TV screens, the computer screens, and get them crafting along as well. So you can go for the full kit and grab the whole lot for £79 or $110. Get 200 bonus points extra, of course, because you're going for the shop, the show. And I don't say that lightly. 200 bonus points. Are you kidding me? A great way to be able to move up the levels in Club Inspire. But then the other brilliant thing is, if you like the look at this and you think, shall I, shan't I? You can go for the individuals. You know, if it particularly, I mean, as I say, for me, I love the mandalas. I love the comic book heroes as well. So you can go for the individuals. If you want to go for the adventures in colour, 21 elements there. These are all $24.99 or $34.95 individually, before, of course, you have your Club Inspire discount. So $19.99 or $27.96, and the other three available for you as well as individuals. So the mandalas, I know this one, stock levels, this was flying out the door. Yeah, a fifth of the stock already gone of the mandalas individually. $24.99 or $34.95. And again, if you're going with that one particularly, check Patricia's link that she's put up brilliantly on the page, so you can watch the show. It was a brilliant 2-hour show, honestly. Then on top of that, we've got the Art of Illustration collection for you too. Again, 21 elements in total at $24.99 or $34.95. And then the comic book heroes. I mean, this is for everybody. I just think this is a brilliant collection to go for if you want to get the kids or the grandkids into their colouring as well. So whichever way you're going with this, get these in your baskets and check them out. Details back on your screen now for the full collection, $79 or $110. Right. We are going to have a little look now at a little tutorial from Cara, who is the artist from the Adventures in Colour. So have a little bit of a look at this.
In this video, I am coloring with the Spectrum Noir Adventures in Colour Discovery Kit. The first thing I do is lay down the shadows with Raw Sienna GB7. I like to use flicking motion so that the blend is smoother. The reason I block out all my shadows first is because alcohol-based markers get darker the more you layer them. So by doing the shadows first, I ensure that my highlights will be, well, light in comparison to my shadows. In the areas I want to be the lightest, I go over very lightly with the marker in a crisscross fashion, as you see here. I use this crisscross or cross-hatching technique so the marker looks more smooth. I wanted their lips to be a little darker than their skin tone, so I went in with Russet or TN8. Then for her bottom lip, I'm using MG2 or Bubblegum for like the inner part of her lip. Then I blend that with GB7 or Raw Sienna, and then it's going to be blended in with TN8 or Russet. For the deepest shadows on her skin, I am using TN8 and blending out with GB7. Here, I am using the flicking technique again with TN8 so GB7 can blend that out easier. And I'm making the lips look more natural by going over with GB7. Now I'm blending out those harsh shadows with the GB7, and starting on the hair, I'm going in with TN8. I didn't necessarily choose a light source for this piece, so I'm just going in randomly with TN8 and making stripes and shadows wherever I feel looks best. For the most part, I was just keeping the shadows to the left of the locks of hair. And some more shadows. I do this for a little while. More shadows. Still working with TN8. And finally, I am doing some more shading with GB7, and I'm ensuring that I leave some of my spaces white. You will see that I'm going to be doing the flicking motion, so that my lightest color can blend into it easily. And more flicking. And here we go with my lightest color. I'm going in with TN1 to make the highlights really pop. The hair takes a little while, it's detailed. For the flowers, I let the ink of GB7 or Raw Sienna run into the tip of Sunshine or CT2 to get this nice ombre effect. This technique is what I call the tip-to-tip blending technique, and it's kind of scary, so I have an alternative method. And for this method, I blend GB7 out with TN1, then go over with CT2. Here's how she looks colored with only the markers, but I go a little extra. I like to add some sparkle and highlights using a white pen or acrylic paint. I mean, look how sparkly she is. I love her.
So much inspiration, and honestly there's so much more on our website as well, Spectrum Noir website, so much more as far as like Sarah was saying, these artists you can find them, you can follow them on Instagram. You know, Baz, for example, you can follow on YouTube. There's so much more inspiration out there for you as well. And actually, just whilst we've been watching that video, some lovely comments coming in, and this is brilliant. So 4 amazing comments, and again, I think this is great when you're kind of telling everybody else why these kits are amazing. So Rita McNamee says, I have been looking at these for a while now and wondered how they would be. Delighted that Sarah is doing demos on them. She makes it look so easy. They look fab. Honestly, again, it's that whole thing of, and Sarah will say, you know what, she's still learning as she goes. It's the fact that these kits are so comprehensive, they're so concise, the instructions are so brilliant. You'll be doing it in no time, Rita. I'm new to Spectrum Noir, says Rita. Got my first ever set for Mother's Day. Well, that's a brilliant Mother's Day present. Classics, and they are amazing to work with. Charlotte on YouTube says, it's amazing what can be created using colouring techniques. I love these demos. V. Rene Whitley on Facebook saying, I struggle with shading. These kits are full of knowledge, and the additional videos help out so much. And one more from Lakieta on YouTube, who says, I find these kits a great way to keep the kids busy whilst traveling, especially since they are so easy to pack up and hit the road. Yeah, again, if you are wanting something, to take with you when you're sort of traveling, or if you're going away and you want some crafts to get going with, then these are absolutely brilliant. Over the other side of the studio, just to prove to you that our artists are everywhere, looks like Sarah's having a little look to see who's on what page on the Instagram of stuff.
Why don't we just
Why
look
not?
up Cara? So I've just pulled my phone out. So I've got Creative Cara on here, right? So I've clicked on Creative Cara.
Yeah.
And then what you'll see is, so if I look on down her page, let's have a look at a story, for example. She's telling you all about those brand new discovery kits that we've got.
Yep.
Oh, what's this? I've posted a legitimate YouTube video for the first time in a year. Swipe up and you can go and see it. Then you've got, she's showing you how to colour that image. Then, if we have a little look at this. So she's telling you about the images, and then she's giving you all these ideas, and showing you how to do all of the blending and whatnot. And this is the example of the sort of artwork that she has. So you're going to have
amazing.
all of the stuff that you need to be able to start on your creative journey with the set that she's put together. And I mean, she's a massive, phenomenal artist. Look at this, 124,000 followers on Instagram, 1.3 million on TikTok. I mean, she's almost got as many as you, Ben.
I mean, I didn't want to say so, but I'm glad that you brought that up. And I love the way as well that, her page there looks as professional as mine with all the posts. Shut up, Johnny. All the posts that I was doing today. It's great that all these artists are taking note from my, what's it called again? Instagram page.
Do you know what the kids call it?
Yeah.
The gram. The gram.
Do they do that when they do it? Or do they go?
The gram, probably not, no.
Yeah, the gram.
The gram. They definitely don't do that, Ben.
No.
It was more
What
like
are you doing?
Right, that's a dad dance.
Oh.
You've got to stop with the dad dance. That is definitely a dad
That's
dance
a dad
right
dance.
there. Yeah.
That one there. That's the one.
Less of the dad dance, less of the dad dance. Do you want me to show you again what's
Yes,
in the kit?
unbox,
For
let's
those
have a look.
of you who maybe didn't see it at the beginning, okay? So, we're calling these advanced discovery kits because they are more advanced than the original discovery kits that we did because they build on them. So these will work as individuals. So if this is your first purchase, it's designed to work as an individual. However, if you have the original discovery kit, there's no repeats of the colours. So they literally are a step on. So don't worry about buying things that you already have, okay? Now, in the kit, can you see on the back, it tells you, you've got all of these colours in the Classiques. Then you've got all of these colours in the illustrators as well. Then you've got all of this artwork and also the art liner that comes with it, as well as the how-to guide.
Yeah.
So it walks you through all of it. And these are the artwork that we were just looking at on her Instagram. These are the ones that she was just showing you how to do. This is her style of artwork, okay? Now, if I open this up, what we're going to do is we're going to take out all the markers and the instructions. So there's the markers that you're going to be working with. So you've got some of our Classiques, some of our illustrators. These are all your skin tones. She's going to teach you, we did the light and the dark skin tones on the last set that we did.
Yeah.
And then also your primary colours, which you're going to learn to layer up. Now, there's the one that I just did there. Look now, that alcohol's evaporated.
Yes,
We've
brilliant.
been able to do two completely different skin tones. And I just did that following on from the instructions. So you get the full instructions in the kit. We just followed these 3 simple steps of the instructions for one shade and then these 3 simple ones for the next shade. Look, there's loads of different tutorials on this one here. You're following through all these tutorials and you've got full instructions all about colour theory, shading, enhanced shading, your shading tips, planning colours out, gradients, layering colours. You're going to learn all about it in the instruction manual that comes with it as well. So I would keep that somewhere safe. And then this is her artwork. So you get 9 pieces of artwork printed on this fantastic quality board in here as well. And it's all done onto the specialist paper that you need to be able to do that sort of, get that perfect blend with. And also, if you do start and follow these artists, this is in the style that these artists love to work. So I've watched that beautiful tutorial where she shows you how to colour that gorgeous mermaid. You could be getting this kit home, following that tutorial and colouring along with her. I love when I watch her colour this type of hair, it's just absolutely incredible. And you just want to do it. You just literally, if you're like me, you just look at it. There's the one that she did there in the tutorial.
Incredible.
And you just walk and you think, I just want to do this. I want to know how to do it. I don't want to know where to get started. You've got everything you need in this kit. All the right colours. She put the kit together. Everything you need to colour all of this beautiful artwork. And go to the Spectrum Noir website. Somebody else was saying, phenomenal resource with loads and loads of stuff to get you started.
Yeah, there's plenty out there. Honestly, you get so much within the kit as you've just seen, and that's kind of replicated across all the other kits that you're going to get with the Buy the Show. A fifth of the stock has already gone of this collection, so grab it whilst you can, because these really are brilliant. And once you've got these at home, you will have so much fun. We've got about another 45 minutes or so to go. That is, I'm having an early bath. I've worked so hard today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and sit over there and probably drink some coffee.
Brew up. You're going to do a brew round, aren't you?
I'm going to go and do a brew round. What I will say is I'm back next Thursday for more crafty action. If you've already watched today, you'll know my friend, colleague, George, is going to take you through the next 45 minutes. If you haven't met him yet, you're going to meet him in just a few moments' time because he's going to take you through the final 45 minutes with Sarah here on Colour Me Happy. So from me for now, bye-bye, but stay with us. There's lots more to come here on Crafters TV.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. Become a member of our club today.
Yes, a big hello and welcome to Crafters TV with me, George Aiken. And it is Friday night, it's Colour Me Happy. Hope you've had a wonderful day. And listen, it's very exciting because we've got something brand new for you this evening here on Crafters TV. Now, if you are wondering where Ben's gone, he's gone to get the teas and the coffees in, and I've taken over for the last, what should we say, 45 minutes here this evening. Hope you're well. I'm brand new, I'm enjoying myself, and what a night to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've not seen this, you are in for an absolute treat. And I'm not by myself, no, I'm here with the big boss. They've put me in straight in the deep end on my first week. What can I say? I'm joined by the lovely Sarah. How are you, Sarah?
I'm very good. You're going to sleep well after another 45 minutes with me. I can just warn you now, George. Bless him. It's like, we love them when we get them in new. Oh, yes, and we get them a bit green behind the goals and get them sorted. Actually, anybody out there watching, let us know who was watching George earlier on Wake Up Call. Earlier, they did the whole Wake Up Call and Craft Vault earlier today, under the watchful gaze, of course, of our Ben. So, but yes, how's it been going today then? How have you been enjoying it?
It's been good. The food's good, so that's the main thing. I'm enjoying it. It's been absolutely fantastic. I'll tell you what I've loved more than anything is talking to our wonderful viewers. They've been absolutely wonderful. Loads of lovely feedback, saying hello. It's really nice. And you know what I've realised? It's a big family here, and I really like that. Being a northerner myself, I like a big family, and that's what we've got up here, and I'm really enjoying it. So thank you for making me feel so welcome. I really appreciate it. Now, if you have joined us this evening, we have got a brand new range of Spectrum Noir Advanced Discovery Kits. I've been sat here in the studio watching this, and I have been having an amazing time seeing what we've got this evening. Now, we've got these wonderful 4 sets priced at £79, $110 USA. What can you say? Look at them. The pictures speak for themselves. Now, I've had a good look at these, and I thought these pictures on the front were like computer drawings. They're not. They're the real-life drawings. Absolutely fantastic. The colours on these are absolutely fantastic. Now, there's 4 sets there, which you can see. We have got the wonderful, let me remind you what we've got. We've got the comic book heroes, we've got the advanced discovery kit, we've got the masterful mandalas and the adventures in colours. And the wonderful Sarah has been demonstrating these for us evening. Absolutely fantastic. Now, if you are wondering what are the discovery kits, advanced discovery kits, well, they're a bit of everything. You don't just get the pens, you get the sets, you get the instructions, you get the wonderful sheets to colour in, 9 fantastic sheets in each set, and the wonderful pens that go along. The colours complement it, absolutely fantastic kit. Now, I'm not a big new crafter, I'm a new crafter, I've done some soft crafting before. I'm looking at this, I'm going, I can do it, and I think that's a true compliment to what these sets can do. If I'm looking at it going, I can do this, anyone can do it, and I think, Sarah, you'll agree with me on that one, that these sets, for anybody really, anyone can have a go at this.
Well, if I'd known you felt like that, George, I would have absolutely set you up. Hang on, T-Boy's in.
Hang on.
How are you, T-Boy? Let's have a look. Let's check out my brews looking. Oh, I need a bit more milk in that, man. How are you?
I thought you liked it.
Oh, no, that's Leanne likes it strong. Go on, put another half a pint of milk in that and bring it back.
Outrageous.
I don't like to brag, Ben. First cup of tea I made, perfect. I'm not...
Well, I don't know if I'd say perfect. I would just say better than that one Ben's just made, right?
The perfect cup of tea, the colour of tea.
I tell you what, I'm training these boys well, aren't I? I'm training them well. Right, so, I don't even know what you asked us now, George.
I was just saying that these kits are brilliant for newbies, people who've been colouring for a long time, and like you say, you're on this colouring journey yourself.
Oh yes, so absolutely. Now, had I known you were wanting to get started with these, I would have set you away. While you've been sitting watching me and Ben chat away, I could have had you one of the discovery kits whipped out. You could have been having a go.
I know, I could have been sat there.
It's great, isn't it? But all I've been doing is following along with the instructions. And what I'm going to do next is, I've got Tatiana's kit. Ooh. Now, I had the pleasure of taking a class with Tatiana live on air. And as I kid you not, this is why these Colour Me Happy shows are amazing, because we get artists in. So just last Friday night, I had the wonderful Benita, one of our watercolour resident artists.
Yes.
She did a whole class of teaching me how to do this amazing watercolour technique last Friday. So you can go back and watch all of these shows. Now, I'm going to show you here. So this is what comes in Tatiana. I'm saying Tatiana's kit. Tatiana is an illustrator. So it's all about learning how to do this amazing kind of layered illustration. So in this kit, it'll show you on the back, you are going to get a selection of the classiques, you are going to get a lot of the illustrators in this one. So you get 3 classiques, and then you are getting 7 of the illustrator pens. We always include an outliner in the box because you need to be able to draw over all your artwork. And then you get 9 pieces of Tatiana's original artwork to follow through. And in the same way I was showing you Cara's Instagram page, Tatiana is a wonderful artist.
Yeah.
She is so inspiring. You know, I watch her stories every day. I follow her Instagram. I get loads and loads of ideas. You can be doing that and then having that experience through the kit that she's put together for us, okay? So what I've got here, these are the pens that come in there. So you've got 7 of the pens, the illustrator ones, which are our illustrator nibs with that amazing beautiful brush nib on the top, and then also the very, very fine nib that you're going to be working with too.
Yeah.
So you get 7 of those, George, and then you've also got 3 of the classique pens in here, which are our ones that have the chisel and the bullet. So different pens for different techniques, okay, which is what we'll come onto as we're learning and following through her instructions. Then that art liner as well, okay? Now, in every set, you are then also getting the full instruction sheet, which walks you through. Let's have a little look. It's going to walk you through step by step, all the kind of the colour theory, how to layer colours, your gradients, working with the right paper, the right fine liners. And then you also get the instruction sheet. So here's this one here. This is what I'm going to follow through for how to colour in one of the pieces of artwork.
Yeah.
So this is the one that's on the front of the instructions, on the front of the whole box. So I'm literally, George, and I hope you've got plenty of comments and people are really...
Honestly, the comments are flying in there.
Right, it's a good job that people want to chit-chat with you, because I'm going to literally follow this through, and you can watch as I'm coming along and building up this piece of artwork. Now, the artwork that you get included in this one, I'll show you all the pieces that you've got. 9 pieces of artwork, And it's basically for you to be able to learn different techniques and tricks as you go along. Oh, it's an upside down fish there. But
Never a
and I
good
know
sign.
you're looking, you think, what? But bear in mind, this is about learning, right? So it's a nice, simple flower here, but it's all about learning these techniques. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here. Begin by colouring the very darkest front petal with PP6. It's going to be this one here.
Yes.
Leaving some white showing at the base, so a little bit of white at the base. Then add a touch of PP6 to the other petals as shown. Then we're going to use PP2 to brush the lighter pink using downward strokes. Use a gentle flicking motion with less pressure at the ends of each stroke. It will soften the colour into the white. So I'm going to get out my first one. So here's my PP6 and then also the PP2 that I'm going to use, and I'm going to follow through exactly what she says, and it's over to you, and I really hope your crack's good. I
am
hope
doing this. This is great. Do you know what this reminds me of? It's like colouring by numbers, but you've taken the stabilisers off and you've been chucked into the deep. I'm really loving it. I'm watching it and going, it just seems simple. And I've seen this comment said so many times throughout the week while I've been here, is that here at Crafters Companion, you do all the hard work and then you're allowed to do all the fun, which I think is evident in these sets, these 4 discovery sets, which I've seen throughout the time I've been here. That's the best thing about Crafters Companion things. It's just, you've done all the hard work and the fun's had by you when you are doing it, and that is clearly seen here. Loads of comments coming in, like a new viewers. Beth said on YouTube, I've learned so much since I started watching Crafters Companion. I'm the exact same as you, Beth. I've learned so much glues. And don't forget, if you are watching these and thinking, I think I'm going to struggle with this, don't worry, because everything that you see here on Crafters TV is all on YouTube, so you can subscribe, find out when we go live, make your own playlist, and you can watch everything back and feel, take it in. It's like a school, but in your own time. That's what I like to hear. Leela said, Craters Companion has become my school for crafting since I've become a newfound hobby for me. I think during this time that we've all been facing, there's loads of new hobbies, and I'm sure crafting has been one of those. And some of your lovely comments about me, thank you, I do appreciate it, especially when the big boss is in, appreciate that. Karen Fisher, I saw George earlier, he is great, thank you. Rita McName, I love that, done a super job, George, brilliant. Maggie Fielding, George was brilliant on Wake Up Call with Craig, so many great staff at Crafters Companion. I'm sure you'll agree on that one. And Lynn's asked me, she said, which set would you try first, George? Well, I'm not going to lie to you, I would try the wonderful comic book set, because I'm a big fan of my comic books, big fan of my superhero films. I would get stuck in with that one, and I think it's so good, especially with the manga. It's absolutely beautiful, those beautiful colours that you can see. Joyce Sampson, love your classes with Tatiana and Benita Sarah. I watch them back often. I will be watching today's back as well. Thank you. Janet has said, love this. I've struggled with colouring for so long. Yes, I think this is what I'm saying about these sets. It's not just chucking you with the deep end. It's not just giving you the pens. It's giving you everything to create these wonderful pieces. The pens, the sheets, the instructions, allowing you to be that brilliant colouring in and get that crafting sorted. And I think these wonderful sets that Sarah's doing at the minute with the flowers, these would look great. You could decorate these, put these in frames around the house. And I think people, that's really nice. Where did you get that from? And that sense of going, oh, I did that myself. We don't have to tell them how you did it. We don't have to tell them that you had the instructions in front of you all the time. You did that on your own back. Melissa said on Facebook, these kits are fab, so therapeutic to watch as well. They really are. I was watching in the corner, loving every second of it. Now, like we say, you can see on the screen there, you can buy all 4 of these advanced Discovery kit sets for £79 or $110. But if you just fancy dipping your toe in the water and having a little start, don't worry, you can buy these individually. You can buy each set priced at £24 and $34.95. You can buy each set there, so you can see that wonderful each set. So we've got 4 sets for you to try on this Discovery collection. You've got the wonderful Adventures in Colour, Masterful Mandalas, Art of Illustration, and Comic Book Heroes. Look at that. Beautiful, those colours just work. I just love it. I just think, like I said before, you do all the hard work and you can have the fun doing it. And that's the amazing thing here at Crafters Companion.
Yeah,
Are you going into a
lovely.
colouring moment, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm literally just following through. So now I'm doing the bit that it was saying about where I'm kind of just doing that flicking and lifting in a little bit at the end. Now, for a lot of people, they might not have had any idea where to start on this sort of thing. But I wouldn't either. That's why I'm following through what Tatiana's taught us. You know, and do you know what? I'm not going to get it perfect first time, George.
No.
But it doesn't matter, because the whole point is that I'm learning how to do it. And the more I work with these markers, the more I learn these techniques, the better and better I'm going to be getting at this. And I'm not worried about, you know, well, it's not looking right at the moment, because all I'm doing is trying to get it to look like this one.
Yes.
And if I can get it to look like this one, we're halfway there, because then we're going to follow through the next step and the next step and the next step.
Simple as that. Step-by-step instructions, like we said, making it nice and easy for you. And don't forget, with your purchases, you are getting those Club Inspire points as well. And if you buy all 4 of the sets, the full set, you're going to get an extra 200 bonus points. And this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got some bonus points for you. We have spend £25 or dollars, and you get yourself an extra 50 bonus points. An extra £50 or $50, you get yourself an extra 100 bonus points. And last but not least, £75, $75, you're going to get yourself an extra 150 bonus points. That's all this weekend, finishing on Sunday, so make sure you're adding those items into your basket and checking out. And don't forget as well to comment in the show, because if don't you know, you should know by now that this month is National Craft Month. It is, and we are celebrating it. And towards the end of the show, we're going to choose a winner, and you're going to win yourself some fantastic goodies as well, completely free. In fact, we'll try and get a little picture so you can see what those look like in a little bit, see what you can win yourself. Pamela's asked a question: do you get the instructions for every piece of artwork within each set, as I'm not particularly good with choosing what colours to use for the best results? I think you get the instructions to how to do the technique, and I think the colours is down to you. Isn't that right, Sarah?
Yes, you've got to learn the techniques. You've got to remember, this is all about you learning how to do all of these different things, George. So it's not too prescriptive. Now, if you follow the artists over on, you know, their Facebook, their Instagram pages or whatever, they will have a lot more tutorials for each one of these colours. However, it's, you know, and also the more work we do on Crafters TV, we will be starting to build up more and more tutorials. Like you're watching me do this one here, we'll end up doing that with most of the collections that we have in the sets. But no, in the instructions, you're just going to get kind of what you need to get yourself started. So all the pens and then the tutorials that you need to get you going on this, on the kind of start part of the journey for us to then build up from.
And those colours that are coming with those sets, they are complementary. They're working with each other. They're giving those beautiful colours. Absolutely fantastic. I'm looking at that. And like I said before, you could just frame that in your house and that would just look so lovely. And then, you know, you could say, let's say your kitchen's pink or whatever, you could go, oh, I'm going to complement the colours. Looks absolutely fantastic. Yes, Kathy C, I completely agree with you on YouTube. That big flower pick is gorgeous. Loving the colours. They work so well. And it's just the technique. These pens, they're helping you. They're the cheating set, and I think that's so good. Remember, you can get all 4 of these Discovery kits priced at £79. You've got saving of over 10% today, $110 stateside. And remember, we've got bonus points all weekend here on Crafters TV. Look at that, absolutely stunning there. And sorry, you know, just so people don't think we're cheating, you know, you are literally following the instructions step by step, allowing you to get these amazing results.
I am indeed. I'm using number 3. This is with the Superfine Nib Use PP2. So I got the PP2 out to draw in the detail on the very darkest petal. The lighter PP2 will dissolve away the darker PP6 to create the effect of a highlight.
Yes.
You can then add texture to the darker petal using PP6. The lines can be softened where needed, going over again with PP2. So all I'm doing, and I can totally see, the more I draw over this, the more, it might be a little bit hard for the camera to see, it's just literally drawing out that colour. And then I'm going to do the same here. I'm just colouring it, coming in with this very deep one, and I'm just building down it. So the lightest shade, building this down. Can you see? Because we're layering the colour, George, I'm adding in kind of texture and shade to all of these. And this is the benefit of these artists kind of teaching you all this, and then having the right colouring mediums to be able to work from.
Just beautiful. Loads of people. Renee Whitley on Facebook said, I'm going to make copies of these drawings so I can do them in different colours. Now be aware that the colours, that the sheets that come in from that beautiful thick card, which is absolutely stunning. So just be aware if you are doing copies of that, because the paper always helps, doesn't it? But that's the thing with these kits, you're getting the full set. You're not just getting the pens and we're leaving you to do it yourself. You're getting the pens, you're getting all the markers, the fine markers, the 1 mil, the 0.1 and the 0.3 mil. You're also getting the sheets as well, 9 different designs in each set. A lot of love for the manga sets, and I mean, we've got time to come to those, and there's some artwork here which I absolutely adore. Joy on YouTube, this is gorgeous, Sarah, and Jane said you can literally see it blending before your eyes. It's magic. That's what I say, a little bit of magic. It is truly inspiring watching this happen this evening, and this is the thing, because you can see it happening. I can believe I can do this. I really want to give it a try, which I think, you know, give it time. When I've been here a bit longer, I'm going to have a go at this one day. Once I've got comfortable and I know what I'm doing, I'm going to have a go at this.
We'll have to get you on for one of our craft alongs, I think.
Yeah,
definitely.
don't forget as well, if you do fancy doing the craft alongs, get in touch with us here at Crafters Companion. You can be joining us virtually in the studio, that makes sense, and you can join us along on a craft along and get involved, which is always the way, and like you do, you're always getting involved. What else can we say about these? I mean, there's so much to say about these sets, and that's the thing, you're not just getting those, you're getting to meet the artists, you're getting to meet the people who have designed these, and like Sarah said, they're getting the best of the best to help out with these. Absolutely beautiful there. You can see all the work that they're doing on their Instagrams and their Facebooks. It's taking it to the next step. You're not just buying the set, I think you're just building this, you're buying the access to Spectrum Noir and its full potential, Sarah.
That's the idea, that's the idea.
Jacqueline's book, I love all the shows, but Colour Me Happy is my favourite. I learn so much, and that you really do. I mean, look at that flower, look how it's come on so much. It's just, and what's that, what, 5-10 minutes? And look where you are in 5-10 minutes. It's nearly a finished piece. Absolutely beautiful, those beautiful brushstroke techniques. Like I said, if you don't
It's nice this one, George, because I'm kind of doing a mix between the brush strokes and then this kind of flicking, and both a mix of flicking with the Illustrator pen,
yeah,
and then flicking with the straight pen pieces as well. So you're getting that little bit of a mix of both of these in there. Let's have a look. I don't go too much. I don't know what the next stage is. I think we're ready to turn over the page onto that next stage there as well.
Look at that, highlighting it, all those lines in there for you, absolutely stunning. Rebecca's put, I have definitely went into a colouring coma. I think it's so easily done. Sarah's demonstrating that. It's so easy to go this colouring coma. I listened in earlier, a lot of you guys were saying you can do this, you know, bit each night. I think it's one of those things though, once you start doing it, it's going to be really hard to break away from, because it is so addictive. It's just stunning, and like we said, we've been here 10-15 minutes and look at the results we're getting, and this is such an instant result that I absolutely love. Don't forget as well, like we said, if you want to dip your toe in the water and you're not fancying buying all 4 sets, trust me, once you've got one, you're going to want to do it. You can dip your toe in and just buy one of these sets, try it out and see what it's like, priced at $24.99, $34.95 stateside if you do want to buy them. How much is that? Repeat that for me. One fifth of the stock already gone for the art of illustrations, which Sarah is demonstrating. Those are getting really popular. Look at that. And I think once you see it happening, you're going, yeah, that's the one for me. And remember, this is the exclusive. They're being launched tonight, nowhere else, here today, first time ever. And I think, I think the stock's going to go out by the end of the week, and I think we're going to be selling out of these, because these are brilliant. And I think as well, it's not just for adults. I think kids are going to love this as well. I think if you're, during this time, like you were saying earlier, Sarah, about your young ones, they've got these relaxation areas, and this is just a perfect addition. Especially if they've done the colouring sheets and they've done it and taken that next step and showing that real potential. I'm sure you agree, Sarah, for your young ones, that this would be the perfect next step for them.
Yeah, exactly. And do you know what it is it doesn't matter what level you are at. It doesn't matter what level of artist you are at. There is something in here for absolutely everybody. So look at this one here, George. We've done the more advanced, we've done the flower. I'm now starting with the bud, which is definitely a more advanced kind of colouring technique as we're going. But I'm building up as I'm learning more and more how to do all of that artwork.
Yes.
And that's what you're going to kind of learn as we're going on. So, do you know, I did, while I'm colouring this in actually, we did an amazing colour along with Tatiana.
Right.
And she had some really great feedback. She was teaching, I remember her teaching me all about the different markers and why the pens were so good. I wonder if while I'm doing this bit, because you see me doing a little bit of colouring here, if everybody wants to see some of the colouring, some of the tips that Tatiana gave us about the actual pens themselves. Think that's a good idea?
I think it's a good idea. Let's have a look at that. Here is Tatiana.
There are different things that really attracted me. One of them was the shape, because I'm one of those people who keep losing my markers because I draw with so many of them, like 30 or 40 lines on my table. They keep rolling off. And because of the shape of the illustrator, they don't, which means a lot to me. And then it's very convenient to hold because I'm one of those artists that spends a long time on each artwork. So I can draw like 4 hours, maybe 8 hours, one piece, sometimes even longer. And I can work up to 4 hours at a time. And it's very important to have a pen that is comfortable to hold because after an hour or so, you get tired.
Absolutely, Tatiana hit the nail on the head there. These pens are comfortable as well. I remember doing my exams at school and your pen, after an hour, you're getting cramp in your hand when holding the pen for so long. Well, that's what these are perfect for. Not only are they beautiful to look at, they are perfect for you to be drawing with as well. Absolutely fantastic. Now, the Advanced Discovery Kits, again, you can buy each set individually for £24, $34.95 each, or all 4 sets. We can buy all 4 sets if you fancy going for it. £79, $110, saving you 10%. But remember, you're also going to get yourself an extra 200 bonus points for Club Inspire as well. And then you're also going to get the extra points this weekend because we've got extra bonus points. Spend £25, you get yourself an extra 50 bonus points. An extra spend £50, you get yourself an extra 100 bonus points. And you spend $75, you're going to get yourself an extra 150 bonus points. We're giving it away this weekend, aren't we? All through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, bonus points for you as well. And I've got a feeling a lot of you are going to be going through those tiers all the way. Malia on Facebook, I bought my 17-year-old and the 11-year-old the Manga Discovery Kits. They would love these. My 11-year-old takes his to school. Look at that. You're going to be talk of the playground, mate. That's what's going to happen. You're showing those around the school. Absolutely love it. And Melissa's also put, I might have to get a manga kit. My 15-year-old son loves manga and this is something we could do together. That's the brilliant thing as well, isn't it? It's not just you doing your solo job, it's doing it all together, something for all the family. Like you said earlier, Sarah, it's something that you're doing with the kids at home.
Exactly. Now, what I'm doing here, George, is literally, as you're saying, taking it to that next level. So I've built up, can you see, I built up a little bit of that colour. So I built up the darker shade. What I should have is another little colour behind, so I don't want this to break through it. So I'm building up that darker shade around the outside. Now we've got loads and loads of colour here now. Building that up around the outside and then layering over it. This is what I learned from Cara earlier when we were looking at what Cara did. And can you see I'm just layering up those different kind of blends of colour to create brand new shades. And this is people worry that I don't have many pens. How am I going to be able to do all of that? How am I going to be able to do all of the blending because I haven't got many shades in here? When actually you don't need to worry because you're going to learn how to layer colour and layer up different shades to create those new colours. So look at that there, we've been able to create that brand new shades there, blending that over top and getting that look. Look, I've put extra layers in here, like, this is what she taught me to do. This little bit that we've got down here.
That's what it's showing you to do.
I followed that through, and I'm just building up those extra layers as we go. And do you know what? For someone who's relatively new and quite beginner at this is not a bad way. If I compare that, I need to do the little spots on and things like that. Should we do that? I'll put some of the little spots on here as well.
So, Crafty Ager on YouTube, it completely echoes what you've just said, Sarah. I like how Crafters Companion Artists don't just teach you how to copy, they teach you the skills you can try elsewhere. Thank you so much. That is absolutely right. These skills that you're going to be learning from these sets, they're not just one thing. It's not a one-trick pony. You can take this to so much more, which is absolutely fantastic. And like we said, in these Discovery Kits, you're not just getting the pens pens. You're also getting the paper as well, the designs as you can see there, and you're also getting the instructions, the detail as well. They're not just, you know, simple IKEA instructions. These are detailed instructions to help you get those beautiful results. That's all Sarah's been doing this evening, is following those instructions. And look at the results we've got in less, 15, 20 minutes. It's absolutely beautiful. It's instant results. And like people have said, you can see it happening. Adam Rose on YouTube, my 6-year-old is a budding crafter. She would love these sets. 6-year-old, I mean, I think 6-year-olds are going to have a go at this, and they're absolutely fantastic. It's nice and simple, taking those crafting skills, those colouring skills to the next step, which is what you're going to be getting with these discovery kits. Absolutely beautiful. So what you're doing there, sorry, you're just putting the little white dots in there, just adding the texture.
Putting the little dots in to add texture, and then just finishing that all off. And do you know what? That is coming together. I've really enjoyed that, because that is completely different to anything I've ever done before. And I love it. But it just shows you, you know, and I do loads of these Colour Me Happies. You know, every Friday we have a Colour Me Happy. And I mean, last year I used to do all of them. And now I still do 1 or 2 a month. I was here last week as well. It's one of my favourite shows of the week to do. But just shows, even now, after over a year, still learning new things every time, because the kits are designed to give you all of these new bits as we go. Now, I was saying here how I was using Tatiana and how she was the one that taught us about this kit. But actually we had Cara earlier, who was teaching us the more kind of advanced techniques of the blending, and I was blown away when I saw the way Cara did this. So for anyone who missed it, we're going to go back to Cara and have a little look at how Cara walked you through doing some of those skin tones.
In this video, I am coloring with the Spectrum Noir Adventures in Color Discovery Kit. The first thing I do is lay down the shadows with Raw Sienna GB7. I like to use flicking motion so that the blend is smoother. The reason I block out all my shadows first is because alcohol-based markers get darker the more you layer them. So by doing the shadows first, I ensure that my highlights will be, well, light in comparison to my shadows. In the areas I want to be the lightest, I go over very lightly with the marker in a crisscross fashion, as you see here. I use this crisscross or cross-hatching technique so the marker looks more smooth. I wanted their lips to be a little darker than their skin tone, so I went in with Russet or TN8. Then for her bottom lip, I'm using MG2 or Bubblegum for like the inner part of her lip. Then I blend that with GB7 or Raw Sienna, and then it's going to be blended in with TN8 or Russet. For the deepest shadows on her skin, I am using TN8 and blending out with GB7. Here, I am using the flicking technique again with TN8 so GB7 can blend that out easier. And I'm making the lips look more natural by going over with GB7. Now I'm blending out those harsh shadows with the GB7, and starting on the hair, I'm going in with TN8. I didn't necessarily choose a light source for this piece, so I'm just going in randomly with TN8 and making stripes and shadows wherever I feel looks best. For the most part, I was just keeping the shadows to the left of the locks of hair. And some more shadows. I do this for a little while. More shadows. Still working with TN8. And finally, I am doing some more shading with GB7, and I'm ensuring that I leave some of my spaces white. You will see that I'm going to be doing the flicking motion so that my lightest color can blend into it easily. And more flicking. And here we go with my lightest color. I'm going in with TN1 to make the highlights really pop. The hair takes a little while, it's detailed. For the flowers, I let the ink of GB7 or Raw Sienna run into the tip of Sunshine or CT2 to get this nice ombre effect. This technique is what I call the tip-to-tip blending technique, and it's kind of scary, so I have an alternative method. And for this method, I blend GB7 out with TN1, then go over with CT2. Here's how she looks colored with only the markers, but I go a little extra. I like to add some sparkle and highlights using a white pen or acrylic paint. I mean, look how sparkly she is. I love her.
Look at that, absolutely beautiful there from Cara. I just mean, she is fantastic, and you can follow her on Instagram to get more tips. Absolutely fantastic. Good evening if you just joined us. We are here with the Spectrum Noir Advanced Discovery Kits. These 4 amazing kits this evening, priced at £79 for all $410, saving yourself over 10%. Look at that, absolutely fantastic. You're getting these 4 kits: Adventures in Colour, Masterful Mandalas, Arts of Illustration, and Comic Book Heroes. Absolutely fantastic. Not only are you getting a saving there, you're getting yourself an extra 200 bonus points in Club Inspire. And don't forget, it is bonus points throughout the weekend, all the way through to Sunday. Spend $25 getting yourself an extra 50 bonus points. £50, $50, extra 100 bonus points. £75, $75. 150 bonus points. You're going to be working your way up through the tiers. Now we're going to move on to the last and final set. Only 15 minutes. My favourite, right? This is my absolute favourite. It is the wonderful Comic Book Heroes, and you can see it here. It is this one here. Absolutely fantastic. And I want to show you some of these amazing examples that have been done here. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, these. I saw these and I was like, oh, are these printed? These are not printed. These are being drawn by hand. The prints are there, and the colouring in is just from the Spectrum Noir pens. And I mean, look at this one, this manga style. It just looks phenomenal. And he's saying, what's he saying? Let's colour together with Spectrum Noir. Absolutely fun. We could do like a spin-off series here, like an animation. I love it. Absolutely fantastic.
What the kids want. They want that manga look. They want to know how to get started. And Nicola Yao, she is a specialist illustrator she illustrates a comic book. She does all of this sort of artwork. So what she's done is she's basically worked with us to put a kit together with all the colours that you need to be able to get started doing all of this.
I know, you can just see it there, absolutely. And I mean, I think we all did it as kids, didn't we? We all did that thing where you created your own magazine and your own comic book, and I did Stickmen. But I mean, kids are going to have an amazing time doing these sets. This wonderful set, this comic book kit. And like we said, Bill, we've been saying all evening, you're not just getting the pens, you're getting the sheets, you're getting the designs, and you're learning the techniques. And I mean, it's just phenomenal. You're going to get an amazing set. You can buy it individually, £24.99, $34.95. And I think, let's have a look at it. Sarah, you've got it out. I'm really excited about this. A big comic book fan, a big superhero fan. Let's have a look at this amazing set.
Oh yes, and do you know, if my little one, if our Oliver was still awake, I'm hoping he won't be at 9:15 at night. But if he was, this would be the one that was right up his street. And these are the techniques that the kids want to learn. Now look at the selection of colours that we get in this one. So a really great selection of colours. You're going to learn this sort of look. This is the artist that we're working with. And when you look on the back, this is what you're getting. So you're getting a selection of our illustrators to do all of that blending with. You get a selection of the classics, so you've got different colours to what you've got in the other kits. So if you're going for all 4 kits, if you do now buy the show there, George, you're not going to get any repeats. And then you can see, there's the artwork that you had here.
Yes.
And this one here. But you can build up and learn different techniques as you kind of plan through with them. Now, if I open up the kit, right, you'll see what you're getting in here. You are getting not only all the markers to get you started, but then you are getting all of the instructions. So you get the instruction book about Spectrum Noir markers, and then you get this fabulous step-by-step. So it starts here, and we're going to learn how to do the skin tone. Then we're going to build up, and different people do skin in different ways. So we're going to learn a different technique to what we did with Cara. Then we're going to build up and start working on the hair. Then we're going to start working on his jacket. So I'll show you the artwork that we get, and then I'm going to follow that one through step by step. So this is some of Nicola's amazing original artwork that you're going to be able to learn how to colour in. Now, like I said, if you're looking for a fantastic Easter gift maybe for, a loved one in the family, young kids that are wanting to get into this, who are into their superheroes and comic books, this is a perfect place. Oh, look how Craig started on this one already.
Yeah, he did. He started on this morning, and I've been looking forward to it all day from this morning.
Look at that. He started on step 2 already. Do you want me to start and show you how you do the skin tone?
Yeah, let's look at the skin tones.
Yeah, let's start with that one. So in this kit, you see you're going to get CR1. Then we've got the TN5 in the classics. This is TN1. You've got your BGR, so the blue-grey, 2. And then you've also got in the classics, you've got the yellow. Now, the grey is really important because what you're going to do is you're going to add touches of BGR2 to indicate shade on any white areas, such as the eyes and the teeth. So the way that this, you're coming along there and just, can you see that little curl bit like this? And I'm going to do exactly the same under here. This is how the manga comic books all run. I know this from the other Discovery kit that we did, and then we're going down the edge here, okay? Then what you can do is you can use CR1 to begin applying the skin tone. So totally different shades as we've got in all of the others. So you're applying this all over, and then we're going to start and build up a little bit of shade underneath where we've got. So can you see? I'm just going to put a little. I'm going to put a little patch of white on the cheek there.
Yep.
I'm going to put a little patch on the nose. And other than that, yeah, I think I'll put a little bit following around what they've done on the mouth. And other than that, I'm going to colour right through, and then I'm going to get my base down and then show you how we can start and build up some of the colours here.
Look at that. It's just so simple, and I think kids are going to absolutely love this set. And the thing is as well, in the sets, you can see that Sarah's following the instructions, but she's following the instructions, and also that first sheet that's in there is teaching you how to get the best out of all the Spectrum Noirs, how to choose the right paper, how to choose the right pens, and it's giving you all the steps to make you this amazing colourer. And I think that's just phenomenal. And like I've said time and time before, we do all the hard work here, and you get to have the fun doing this. And not only having fun, it's learning so much, which I think is just phenomenal. The comments, I mean, you guys are absolutely loving this, and it is flying out, so make sure you are getting this. If it's in your basket, I think now's the time to start checking out, because a quarter of the stock has already gone, and it's only been launched today. So imagine what it's going to be like in a few days. It's going to be hard to get hold of. Get it in the checkout. Nancy said, I love it when there is a demo and someone to show you the correct way to get the best out of your art supplies. I love your markers. I keep saying it. We're not just giving you the pens, we're giving you the pens, the sheets, the instructions, the technique. The technique, and I think, is sometimes the hardest thing. Because some people, you know, I'll happily admit that with a set of pencils, I'm not the best person who can colour in, but some people with the same pencils can do something amazing. I think if you've got the right technique, you're going to be achieving results just like this. Look at that, absolutely fantastic. Beautiful. The colours are just so vibrant in this comic book set. Now, if you are just wanting to dip your toe into the water and thinking, actually, this would be a great gift for someone I love, you can buy these individually sets. If you just want to dip your toe in, you can buy this Advanced Discovery Kit Comic Book Hero. It's priced at £24.99 or $34.95. That is the price per the kit. But I think, you know what, I think once you've got one, you're going to be wanting to invest in the rest of these Discovery kits, because these are absolutely amazing. And like I keep saying, it is bonus points throughout the weekend, so make sure you are adding these into your basket. Remember, Club Inspire, the more you spend, the more. Didn't someone say earlier they've gone to the platinum status in 6 weeks?
Yes, they did.
That is some doing, that, isn't it? That is amazing. If they did that for McDonald's, I'd be like platinum status within a day. Absolutely fantastic set. Now look at that, we've got these sets. Don't forget, if you do want to buy all 4 sets, they are priced £79, $110. You are saving yourself 10%, and you're going to get an extra 200 bonus points in Club Inspire as well. We're giving it away this weekend. Remember, bonus points as well throughout the weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Look at that. That's the skin done. Is that the skin done?
It's the skin done, yeah.
That took like
well, I haven't
minutes.
done all of the skin, but I've done the face as it was. And then look, I'm going to start layering up. Now I'm going to do mine a little bit different to Craig's.
Yes.
I'm going to layer up the colours on top of each other to get like a darker shade of blue. So can you see that? I put the first base layer down.
Yep.
And then I'm building up that second layer. And then I'm going to come the same on here. So in the second piece, I'm just going to come all over the base. Now I love this. This is your BT7. I love the blue turquoises. They're just fabulous too. They're just a really nice deep set to be able to colour with.
I love blue as well. It's one of my favourite colours. And as well, I forgot to mention this, the nibs in these pens are designed specifically for this kind of artwork. Brush styles, detailed nibs. Remind me again, sorry, what nib is on, what's the nib there? Is it
Yes,
the brush
so this
nib?
is the Japanese brush nib on this one. And the Illustrator pens are our most advanced markers that we do. So these are the ones with the very, very high-end brush tip that a lot of, you know, either artists or aspiring artists work with. There are other brands of markers out there on the market that a lot of people want to work with, but they're very, very expensive to kind of be able to get started.
Yes.
These markers are basically, they're entry level, so that even if you are brand new, you could get started with these markers and know exactly where you're going to get going. Now look at that. Look how easy that was for me to start and blend this out. Can you see? Like I said, I've got a different look for Craig. I've picked different colours as well.
Yeah.
But I've got that lovely kind of blend and flick going on there as we go.
Yeah.
And then actually the ones behind here, I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going to bring in the darker shade first of all. So I've got that darker shade right under here, George. So this is just a kind of different technique as it was. So I've got that darker one in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick the lighter one into the darker one now, so that we get like a different shade, because what it'll do is it'll bleach it out, so it looks then like it's the colour kind of behind there. Can you see it? It's just completely blend that out, totally different. I just love it. I love to play with the Illustrator pens. Are honestly, George, the most fun. I'm going to encourage you, strongly encourage you to take one of these kits home and give it a go, because it's a brilliant way to get started.
Absolutely. Question coming in from Jean. She says, are these the same illustrations from the old sets? The illustrations which were provided, are these the same from the old Discovery sets, Sarah?
They are building on what you get in the other Discovery kits. So if you notice, for a start off, they're a completely different size.
Yes.
So it's all about having the right kind of, it's just the right ones to get you started on each set. So we've literally taken some of the artwork that was really popular and built on that in the same sort of style. We've picked the Discovery kits that were the most popular last time, and we're just building up on that so that you can take that, whether you had the old ones and you're wanting to take it to the next level, or whether you're getting these ones for the first time and just want somewhere to get started.
Absolutely. Becky on Facebook, I don't think I've been so quiet for 2 hours ever before. The whole show has been so mesmerising and inspiring. You know, every day that I've been here, I've learned something. I've been inspired so much. Sally's on Facebook has put thank you to all involved in today's show. They've been amazing and I have enjoyed them. Sally, we've enjoyed having you here as well with us. Don't you worry about that. And Janet has finished off. Thanks for the inspiration. I think I will give colouring a try again. Again, yes, this would be the perfect introduction. I must admit, on the eyes where you've put that grey in there, it sounds daft, but it's a simple little stroke, and it's just made that eye look so amazing. It looks so good. I can't explain it. And the thing is, in person, these look incredible. The demonstrations I was showing you earlier, the examples, I was like, I honestly believe they'd been printed. I thought someone had gone to the computer, printed them off. No, these are done by the pens. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Now, while you're doing this, Sarah, I think we're going to reveal our winner. Now, if you haven't been with us, where have you been? Don't forget you can catch up on YouTube. It is, of course, National Craft Month all month here in March, and every day we are celebrating. We're giving winners away, and the easiest way to get involved and win is just to send a comment, and you will be added in to get something. Now, have we got a picture of what you can be walking away with today? Let's have a look at that, Charlotte. Look at that, absolutely brilliant. As it comes in by the power of TV, you're going to win yourself something amazing today. It's coming in. Here it is. Look at that. Now, this is a great set to be winning. Look at all those different cards you're going to be getting. I'm sure some dies in there as well, stamps. Do you know what? This is if you're a new crafter, this is a perfect introduction to crafting as well. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Right. We need to find out who the winner is. Drum roll, please. Brilliant. The winner is Pamela Evans.
Hey!
Oh, and she was watching along in this evening show. You're the winner. You're going to be winning that. All that stuff you just saw. Now, the easiest way to get into it, Pamela, is to email us at prizes@crafterscompanion.com, just there across the bottom. Get in touch and we'll make sure that gets sent to you. Right, Sarah, we are coming towards the end of my first Colour Me Happy. Final words from you, Sarah.
Honestly, if you are a beginner colourist looking to get started, or you have a beginner colourist in the family looking to get started, these kits are absolutely perfect. If you have been watching along with a lot of these Colour Me Happies and just want to improve your skills that you've got, trust me, this kit these are the ones that you need. Whether it's the illustration, the mandalas, the comic book heroes, or you want to do the creative colouring, 4 completely different looks, 4 totally different artists, 4 brand new worlds for you to unlock. The kits are the starting point though. Honestly, get the kits today, go and follow them on whatever social media channel they're, YouTube's, Facebook, Instagram's, Twitter, see what they're up to, be inspired, but then have the kit to be able to work from that. I have tried completely new techniques tonight that are not things I usually do, George, and Look at the results. I've been absolutely thrilled with them.
They are amazing. Now's the time to check out those baskets. Remember, let's give you a quick recap of what you're walking away with. Spectrum Noir Advanced Discovery Kits. You're buying all these 4 sets. Absolutely fantastic. You've got the Adventures in Colour, Masterful Mandalas, Arts of Illustration, and Comic Book Heroes. All there priced at £79, $110, saving yourself 10%, and you're also getting and grabbing an extra 200 bonus points, plus on top of those extra bonus points throughout the weekend. And don't forget, if you just fancy dipping your toe into the water, you can buy each of these sets individually, priced at £24.99 or $34.95. I'm learning all about it. Here, we are coming towards the end. I hope you've had so much time, what a wonderful time. Thank you for making me feel so welcome, everybody at home. It's been my absolute pleasure. Ben, wherever he is, absolutely, thank you so much for all your help. And Sarah, thank you for having me. Absolutely, thank you so much.
Oh, you've done all right. We'll see what our lovely ladies think of you. I'm sure they'll be giving some effusive praise off the back of this. Remember, Joe's back tomorrow. He's going to be up with Debbie Robinson for Play Your Crafts Right. 12 o'clock in the UK. That'll be 8 o'clock in the morning for those of you on the East Coast, and not too early to be getting up for our amazing game show of the week. Prizes to be won. Amazing show planned. Make sure up for you guys tomorrow. I'm back with some shows next week, and I guess we'll be seeing you sometime soon, hopefully, George.
Fingers crossed. If you can put a good word in with the bosses, Sarah, that'd be brilliant. Anyway, I'll see you very, very soon. Thanks for having me. This has been Colour Me Happy. I'll see you very, very soon. You take care. Goodbye now.